It was 2010 when a strange phenomenon began to spread across the internet. People started realizing something deeply unsettling. They remembered events and details one way, but when they checked, the reality didn't match their memories. This eerie phenomenon was dubbed the Mandela Effect, and it shook the foundations of what we believe to be true about the world. The name Mandela Effect was coined after the surprising realization that many people remembered Nelson Mandela dying in the 1980s, when in reality, he passed away in 2013. How could so many people remember the same event incorrectly? Were they all simply mistaken, or was something far stranger at play? What if reality itself had somehow shifted? What if our memories have been altered or even manipulated? Some say the Mandela Effect is evidence of parallel universes, alternate timelines where things happen differently. Maybe in one timeline, Nelson Mandela did die in the 1980s, but in another he lived longer and his death occurred much later. The possibility of multiple, overlapping realities opens a chilling door. Could we be slipping between dimensions without even realizing it? Others believe the Mandela Effect isn't about alternate universes, at all but mass memory alteration, a deliberate manipulation of collective memories. How is it possible for so many people to remember the same event so vividly, yet it never happened in the reality we now know? Who is behind it, and why? Let's look at some of the most famous examples of the Mandela Effect. One of the most iconic is the Berenstain Bears, a beloved children's book series. Most people remember it as the Berenstain Bears, with an E, but when you check, the name has always been spelled with an A. Why is it that so many people vividly remember it being spelled differently? And it's not just small, trivial things like names. There are bizarre, reality-bending discrepancies. Take Looney Tunes. Many recall the show being spelled Looney Tunes, as in cartoons, but it's always been tunes, as in musical tunes. How could such a simple detail escape the memories of millions? Then there's the Pikachu logo. Ask anyone about Pikachu, and they'll tell you they remember the beloved Pokemon's tail being tipped with black. But if you look at the official logo now, there's no black on the tail. Was it always this way, or has something changed? This small yet eerie alteration leads us to wonder. What if these memories we hold so dearly aren't as solid as we think? Another chilling example involves the Curious George monkey. Millions recall the iconic cartoon character with a tail. Yet if you look at the original books and shows, Curious George never had a tail. How could so many people share this vivid memory of a monkey with a tail? It feels impossible to simply dismiss as collective forgetfulness. There are even historical events that seem to have changed. The Statue of Liberty. Many recall it standing on a small island near the shore, but in the current timeline, it has always stood on Liberty Island, much farther from the mainland. Was this always the case, or has history itself been rewritten? So what is going on? Could it be that these changes are simply glitches in the human memory, collective mistakes that have spread like a virus through our culture? Or is there something far darker at work? Some theorists suggest that these discrepancies could be the result of mind manipulation, a secret government program, or an unknown force, altering the memories of entire populations. What if we've been unwittingly reshaped, our memories tampered with to serve some unknown agenda? Others, more extreme in their beliefs, claim that we are witnessing the effects of parallel universes colliding. According to this theory, the Mandela Effect occurs when the boundaries between dimensions begin to thin, allowing memories and details from different realities to bleed into one another. Perhaps we're not misremembering at all. Maybe we've simply slipped between parallel timelines, where things are just slightly different, yet enough to disturb our grasp on what we thought we knew. Think about this. If parallel universes are real, and we're simply existing in one version of reality, what's to say our current reality is the original? Could we have always been jumping between universes, with each jump subtly altering our memories, the events of our lives, or even the world around us? Could we be part of an experiment, or worse, could someone be toying with our very perceptions of reality? The Mandela Effect raises more questions than answers. It forces us to confront the idea that reality may not be as solid and unchanging as we believe. If entire groups of people can recall the same event, only for it to be proven false, what does that say about the reliability of our memories and the world we inhabit? Could we, as a society, have been misled, manipulated, or even swapped into another reality without our knowledge? Are we truly living in the world we think we are? Are we stuck in a reality that's been altered or distorted beyond recognition? Is it possible that we're living on the edge of something far more terrifying than we ever imagined? Could the Mandela Effect be the first sign that something far bigger is at play? As we dive deeper into these mysteries, one thing is certain: The Mandela Effect challenges our understanding of the world. It forces us to ask whether we are truly in control of our reality, or if something much larger and darker is steering the course of our lives. What is real? And what has been altered? The answers may be far darker than we can imagine.